What's going on, everybody? 404 here. Got you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time, it is going to be on Lost Temple, and as you see in the chat there, we do have mTwDIMAGA. mTW, of course, his clan name. Daimaga is the player here, spawning as the red Zerg. And as the orange Zerg, I really like this color, is Anotherday. This is on the European server. I do believe it's part of the ESL. Not 100% sure on that. But it is indeed going to be a Zerg versus Zerg, and in a couple videos back I said I hated mirror matchups, but I did say Zerg versus Zerg was one of my favorites. Keep an eye on this production tab. That is going to be pretty much identical just for a little bit here until we see some kind of deviation here. Both players scouting, of course, in the wrong position here, and we will see pretty quick, yeah, drone scout come out, and both players will indeed know this is going to be cross positions and probably going to be a longer game. I'm just kind of guessing here. I have no idea how long this game is going to be. I haven't seen it. This is the first time watching it, so we're kind of both in the same boat here. A little bit of information about these players. Anotherday, a player I certainly have never heard of. Wow, sorry, mouse. I'm not sure if anybody else really has either, but he is a Masters League player on the European server. About a 3,200 point player, 58% win ratio, and Daimaga, pretty well known here. He's a 3,600 point Masters League player with a 67% win ratio. And we do see drones and overlords and all kinds of shenanigans happening all over the map here. And there's the first deviation, so it does look like Anotherday went ahead and threw down that spawning pool. He knows their cross positions here. Daimaga kind of figured out the same thing, went ahead and threw down his just a little bit later. Nothing too bad, or nothing too late rather. But Daimaga, instead of going for the 2 extra drones, went ahead and went for a spawning pool and only 1 drone here. So his spawning pool is going to be out just a little bit faster. But again, it shouldn't really matter. It's so far that, you know, these overlords here and here would definitely see all the Zerglings run by. And Anotherday would have plenty of time to respond to that. So again, this match is probably going to be quite similar for some time, and then, you know, hopefully we'll see some epic upgrades to Hive and Broodlords and Mutalisk and Corruptors and all that stuff, because it's fun and we don't really see it that much. And you know, if people say Zerg is underpowered or whatever, well, on a ZVZ, Zerg can't be underpowered because it's the same freaking race. So these expansions are about to complete for each player here. And then again, it's just drones and queens and pretty much the same, but not anymore. It does look like we see a Roach Warren come down here for Daimaga. So we probably are not going to see any kind of speed come out for the Lings here, which could be bad. Not really sure here. It does look like Anotherday is going to pop in here with this drone. Did he see that Roach Warren? I'm assuming he did. No, he did not see the Roach Warren. So that was weird. I guess he's like, well, there's no way he can afford that. Because I can't. And even going to be throwing up a spine crawler there. So if we look at the income tab, Anotherday should be pretty far ahead. No, only 1 ahead right now. So I guess Daimaga has some kind of mineral hacks on, because he has a Roach Warren. Okay, they both have a Roach Warren now, but Daimaga's Roach Warren is finished and his spine crawler is finished. So yeah, I'm not sure how he managed to do that. It's always interesting to get these replays and go back later and analyze it. And if I remember, I'll try to throw this replay up in the pack or in the bottom here. I'm going to try to start doing that for you guys, so you can download the same replay I'm watching. And if you want, just open it up, and you can you know, see what I'm talking about, and you can watch the replay as you listen to my beautiful voice here. Kidding, of course. My voice is not beautiful. I know these 2 Lings are going to try to run in here, save this Overlord, but I do believe the 2 Lings will die. Did slow up that slow queen, and I do not believe this queen is going to be able to get the Overlord kill. However, 1 Zergling did go down. And this queen has 57, 48, 30, 40, 30, 22, 2 more hits, and that queen will die. There it goes. Very nicely done by that queen there. Losing Overlords are just detrimental, especially in these early stages of the game here. And look at this rainbow here. We have red, red, orange, orange, red Overlords just everywhere. And Anotherday, it looks like he might try to come out here and do the same, return the favor, kill that Overlord, and put each player in the same position, making a true mirror matchup. But Queen decides not to. She has other jobs to do, and that is poop out creep tumors and inject larvae. So it does look like we have a lair on the way for Dimaga here, as well as for Another Day here. And that's actually almost complete here. Both players getting 2 gas, even 3 down here for Another Day. So either going to produce a ton of roaches or maybe even throw down Muta's evolution chamber is here. Probably going to get that roach upgrade. And then we should see roach speed too if both players are heavy on the roaches here. About 4 roaches for Another Day here. Looks like Carapace is going down for the orange Zerg here, Another Day. Double Evo chamber, so it looks like it's going to be upgraded roaches for Another Day here. We really don't know what's going on for Dimaga. He is going for gas, so he's either going to try to produce a lot more drones. No Evo chambers here, actually 2 Evo chambers there. So pretty much still a mirror matchup. There goes the roach speed for Dimaga here, and we should see the same over here fairly shortly. Not able to quite afford that one right yet, but any second now. There it goes. Yeah. And so despite each player having scouted, really each other, mutas are not the best against roaches, but roaches cannot shoot air. They're just really heavily armored and they have a lot of health. So both players are going to stick on roaches for at least a while, and then we should probably see some kind of infestors or maybe somebody get burrow. Time will tell. Creep sped going a lot better for Another Day here. Creep really not the most important thing to get out as a Zerg versus Zerg matchup, as it benefits both players, but can't really hurt really, to say the least. And looks like that Lings is dead, but I think it did catch a glimpse of these roaches coming to the gold rocks here. Both players actually going for the gold here. Overseer poking its head by from Dimaga into the base over here. Might get a contaminate down. Should shoot to get a contaminate down on that roach warren, but he does go for that lair instead. Roach warren would stop that roach speed and just give Dimaga that much more advantage for, how long is it, 30 seconds. So every little bit counts, especially in a mirror matchup. Both players' rocks have gone down. Dimaga went ahead and threw his expansion up just a fraction before Another Day got heads up over here. And if we pull up the army tabs, if there was a battle to happen right now, both players dead even in supply here. Dimaga's army just a little bit bigger, and of course that number is going to fluctuate. If we sat there and watched it, we'd probably get cross-eyed during the process. Another Day has an overseer out over here. It's going to scout the gold expansion. So both players well aware of what's going on. There's no air dominance to show out any overlords or overseers thus far. Might want to root that spine crawler up, move it out here just a little bit. Will help in any kind of battle like that, and will also help defend this gold just a little bit. And Dimaga, wow, we need to pull up the production tab, see what's going on here. So Hydra is going to be coming down for Another Day here. Is there already hydrogen for Dimaga? Because he is getting a ton of gas, and I don't see how you'd need that much gas just for roaches. So maybe planning a tech up here in just a little bit. Looks like both players still getting upgrades there, even level 2 coming down for both players. So I guess they both feel that upgrades is going to be the key in this battle here. Dimaga, this freaking overseer is just getting all kinds of information out here, just chilling. Dimaga's like, whatever, I really don't care. You can do that if you want. However, this queen, I don't know why she wouldn't kill that overlord, or overseer rather. I guess it's just going to fly away anyways, and it really doesn't matter. Both players doing the same thing. It's just going to come down to who can do it better. Hydrogen way ahead for Another Day for Dimaga here. And I do believe if there are a bunch of Hydralists that do come out, that's going to contaminate on the gold expansion there. But if there are a bunch of Hydralists that come out faster for Another Day, it's going to be really hard for Dimaga to hold it off. Those Hydralists do a ton of damage, and with the roaches backing them up or Hydras backing the roaches up, whichever way you want to look at it, it is going to be a gruesome battle in Dimaga's part. Spinecrawler did listen to me. It did move up. Thank you, Spinecrawler. Hydrogen did complete, but Dimaga said, screw it. I'm producing 11 roaches. So we do see 11 roaches going to be helping out very soon for Dimaga. And both players are going to be maxed out fairly quickly. And both running off 3 bases here, and even getting a 4th base for Another Day here. Dimaga should get us his 4th fairly fast. Now he does have 700 minerals. Maybe he's waiting for a larva and injection 2 pop. going to produce a ton of Hydralisk, as I presume that's what you would do after you make a Hydrodent. And yes, that does spell maxed out for Damaga here. And looking at the army tab, just a matter of time for Another Day is maxed. So both players have the same unit composition. It's going to come down to upgrades. Looks like 1-1 for Damaga here, 2-1 for Another Day here. But upgrades are finishing every second here, and that again would be impossible to keep up with, as they're just adding on more and more upgrades. Infestation Pit coming down for Damaga here. He should tech up to a hive so he can get more upgrades. I don't see him going Infester. Always a viable option, but producing this many units here, it would be very, very hard. Damaga given the ASDAS to his opponent here Another Day, and apparently that means I'm moving out in whatever language Damaga is, German or something like that. But it does look like Damaga is going to move out, pick off that one creep tumor, and we are going to see a huge battle here. Let me turn the health bars on for you guys. It looks like the better concave is about even right now. The Hydralisk maybe a little bit better for Damaga. Of course, the units for Another Day are on creep, and the 2-1 upgrade. Let's see, 2-2 upgrades versus 2-2 upgrades. Very, very close battle here. It's going to be hard to see who comes out on top. If you look here at the army tab, it's pretty much dead even. And it looks like Another Day, with the home field advantage there, is going to clean up that battle there. But both players should be able to macro up to a pretty much maxed army very, very quickly here. No fourth for Damaga here. Very interesting to see that. And yeah, 2,000 minerals and no fourth base. Have a fourth, even a fifth for Another Day here. So whenever these minerals run out, a huge drone transfer will be able to take place. But we are going to have another battle here. And looks like Another Day does have a slightly larger army here. I don't know why Damaga is going to try to engage this. I guess he knows that Another Day is running off a fourth and possibly a fifth base here. Yeah, definitely knows he's running off a fifth base. So I guess Damaga knows he has to do something pretty quick. Maybe a timing attack for his 3-3 upgrades. No, just a ton of more roaches on the way. So both players are going to be maxed out in just any second now. Even pushing that spawn crawler forward just to get an extra advantage. Changeling going to run down here. See the exact army composition for Another Day here. And as these roaches do pop, it looks like Another Day is going to go ahead and push out before those roaches can get here. But Damaga says, screw it. I'm going to just go ahead and engage you anyways. Roaches against roaches versus Hydra. Identical upgrades. And does even look like Another Day has somewhat of a bigger army here. But holy smoke, sold that. It looks like Damaga might be able to clean this up. Nice long growth did go down on a couple roaches up here. The infestor did fall to a couple of these roach shots here. These roaches should back up, or maybe just send a few back to sacrifice them. No. Army's still a lot bigger for Another Day here. He did win that first battle, and I would have to say he won that second battle, as Damaga was forced to back up. I'm assuming Damaga doesn't want to make any more drones. That's why he's sticking to 3 base. He didn't need this base until right about now, since this base is pretty much mined out. We do see a very large drone transfer, not very large, and it does look like Damaga maybe getting kind of frustrated. Maybe there's some kind of lag here. And it does look like Kaldor has left the game, so sorry to see you go, Kaldor. I will inform you after this game who won. Maxed out army for Another Day here. I probably should pull up the production tab. Nothing in production for Damaga here. And that's kind of strange. Maybe he's waiting on larva. No, has plenty of larva. There we go. Another base. 19 roaches. That was what he was waiting for. He didn't want to make 17 or 18, but 19 roaches. So Corruptors on the way for Another Day here. Lost my mind there for a second. And 9 spawn crawlers. So with nowhere left to expand, Zerg players have a ton of minerals here. So why not throw up 9 spawn crawlers? You know, so really not worth it to expand up here as a Zerg player. It'll cost you basically 200 minerals, 200 gas to get that Ventral Sacs upgrade for the Overlords to expand up there. Not easily defendable. You can't use the larva on anything but drones, and it's just not that good of an idea. But we are going to see another large battle here. Nice long growth on Damaga roaches here. Again, Roach Hydra versus just roaches for Damaga here, and I do believe Damaga's going to lose this battle. His units are just falling way, way faster. There's Broodlords out for Another Day. More Broodlords morphing in over here, and really Damaga has no answer for it. No Spire even on the way for Damaga. Actually, it is on the way now, even and just now taken up to Hive. So it looks like if we check the upgrades over here, just 2-2 still. 3-3 is on the way, and of course these broodlings will indeed get the 3-3 upgrades. That is my alarm that I'm going to shut off. And it does look like Anotherday is going to move out with these broodlords. Dimaga has no answer for the broodlords. Actually, I guess he does have hydras, but with Roach Hydra, Broodlord combination, and even a nice little infester back here, we'll be able to get off of fungal growth. Maybe shut down expansion. You know, it's just, we'll just have to see what happens. More upgrades, more units coming in for Dimaga. Still more spawn crawlers being morphed in, so I guess when you have too many drones and you want to get rid of some of them, you might as well just make spawn crawlers rather than just kill them. Because you already have them and they only cost 100 minerals to begin with. But it does look like Anotherday with a beautiful concave right there, killing all of Dimaga's units as they spawn. Critical mass has been reached again for Anotherday. Units just streaming in for Dimaga. Dimaga is forced to say GG. So guys, thanks for watching this wonderful ESL match between Anotherday and Dimaga, mirror matchup. Something I don't cast a lot, but I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I'll see you next time.